Guys, we're going to talk about classical versus modern homeopathy or modern methods of homeopathy. And as usual, so one of the biggest proponents of non classical homeopathy is a guy called, if you're not a homeopath or you don't know much about this, it's a guy called Dr. Rajan Sankaran. He's one of the biggest superstars in the homeopathic community. But he is not purely a classical homeopath. And today we're going to look at one of his groundbreaking so called methods, which is the sensation method. And we're going to look at it critically and just take a look at why it's basically nonsense. I mean, this is just a professional critique. It's not against, I'm not trying to slander Dr. Sankaran. I'm not trying to attack his persona. It's not an ad hominem. I'm purely skeptical that you can basically reform the core of homeopathy and go in a different direction and still be still be to still make sense, to have it make sense. So let's get into this. Let's listen what have a listen to what he has to say.
There is one more development in homeopathy which is very interesting. It is called the sensation method. And what it is that when we try to understand what differentiates one individual from the other, emotionally, mentally, when we try to make this study and we say it's the difference in the way each one perceives reality. And then we understood that there are three.
So basically, we already know this. This is nothing new. People perceive reality differently. People react to stimulus differently. And everyone is an individual. We have to individualize every course of treatment. So this is nothing groundbreaking, earth-shattering. I think we already knew this in classical homeopathy.
Distinct ways in which people can perceive reality, three broad groups. For example, a girl comes and says, I'm disappointed in love. I feel very affected because this situation happened to me. My boyfriend left me, something like that. So the homeopath, when he takes this case, he will ask her, what do you feel? What do you experience? And then she says, one girl will say, I feel betrayed, I feel let down, I feel angry, I feel hurt, I feel upset. But these are normal. But we try to go beyond this. What exactly do you experience in that situation? And then you go to a deeper level where one girl will say, it was a big shock. I couldn't believe it was such a surprise.
He's saying that we're going to a deeper level. I mean, he's just trying to, um, pander to the people who are, to the new age people who are really into psychoanalytics and basically tracing everything back to emotional traumas. All disease is emotional trauma. Traumas are in take center stage all the time. There's nothing else. Nothing exists. It's only the mind. And so that's a very new age kind of trendy thing. So that's what he's trying to move homeopathy towards that.
He was talking to me on WhatsApp till yesterday, and suddenly Today I'm cut off from everything. Facebook, WhatsApp, gone. How could this happen? I'm shocked. I'm numb. The second girl is saying, oh, I built up all my dreams. I had imagined that we would have house together, children together, work together. The whole structure was ready in my mind. And today the whole structure collapsed. And the third girl is saying, oh, he went off with the other one. Now I will show him who I am. I will first kill her, then I will kill him. So there are three distinct types of perceptions, reactions in the same given situation. And we try to classify this into the three types of perceptions. One was plant type, which means a kind of a experience and a reaction, shock and numbness. And then we have a mineral type of reaction, which is the creating of a structure and the breakdown of a structure.
Why is a plant type a shock, and why is a mineral a structure type of emotion? This is not, I mean, there are signatures in homeopathies occasionally. You can find magical patterns like that among remedies and reactions, the like parallels between what the remedy was made from and what kinds of symptoms it has. But many times it has the two things have nothing to do with each other. You there's is no way possible to carry that kind of idea, that kind of thinking forward to this level. It's absolute nonsense. So why would a mineral only think like a structure? Why would a plant only think in terms of shocks? And why would animals only think about survival? Um, I think if you apply this method in practice, you're going to find that you're not going to be very successful. I think, I mean, try to ask yourself, which one do you belong to? I think most of you are just don't have one of these things. I don't have a structure, a survival, or anything like that. So I don't know. This is kind of crazy. It's just a method, it's a marketing tool to draw in all the new age people to homeopathy. And I'm sorry to say this. So I have respect for Dr. Sankaran. It's as not a bad person. This is a professional critique. And yeah, I have the right to think that this method doesn't make sense. So sorry.
And then we have an animal type of reaction, which is competition and jealousy. And then our remedies are derived from plant, mineral, and animal, and we try to locate in the patient what type of perception he has, and then we choose a remedy from that particular kingdom. This is called the sensation method.
So it's nonsense. The sensation method is nonsense. And this video is, I mean, this today is just, I just wanted to like give an example of a non-classical homeopathy. People who come into homeopathy and just say that the classical knowledge we have, we just have to throw that out the window and go in a completely different direction. And Dr. Sankaran is not the worst of these people. He's just trying to make some money, I think. But otherwise, he does have classical homeopathic knowledge, which is really good. He's a very he is a great master of homeopathy, I think. But he wanted to make a buck here. He wanted to increase his income. So that is it for today. And if you would like to do a homeopathic consultation with me, which is purely classical, you can get in touch on Telegram, Signal, and Simplex.